What's going on, everybody? It's me, Working Man, and today I wanted to do a little review on Blue Beetle. Uh, I cannot say how much I hated this movie. I really can't. I mean, seriously, I I actually saw Barbie, and I would say that Barbie was twice as good as this movie. I mean, at least in Barbie, there was some moments that made me laugh, and I know that in that movie they really hated on men and whatnot. But like I said, Ryan Gosling, or well, I didn't say that, but anyway, Ryan Gosling was great as Ken. I thought, you know, like I said, the movie had charming points. This movie, on the other hand, was dog shit. I mean, I fucking couldn't stand it. I couldn't wait for this thing to be over. I mean, my list of fucking notes that I took. I mean, whoo, doggy, it's long. But yeah, I really want to talk about this. So yeah, one of the first things in the movie is that Jaime comes back from wherever he was in college, and let me set something up in advance for you. Every white person in this movie is an asshole. Seriously. I mean, I don't know what they were going for, if they were trying to create like some sort of racial disharmony, or like, I mean, seriously, it almost feels like they wanted Mexican people to hate white people, or maybe vice versa. I don't know. I mean, seriously, because like one of the first things is that he puts on his little I forget what they call those hats, like they're motorboards or something like that, or I forget what they call them. He puts on his little like college hat or whatever, and he asks the guy like, "How do I look?" or something. The guy says something like, "Oh, you look like you're six figures in debt." And yeah, I mean, there's no reason to be a fucking asshole. I mean, you could have just been like, "Congrats, man. You know, I'm glad to see you graduated college." You don't have to be like, "Oh, well, you're gonna fucking fuck up, or you're gonna fail in life and, be miserable." But anyway, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Um, so we get introduced to the family. The fucking god awful. This family. This whole movie. Like, I mean, like I said, I could not wait for it to be fucking over. I hate this movie. I hate it so bad. I really do. Anyway, so we meet Jaime's sister, who is a huge fucking bitch. I mean, oh my god, this woman, she's a bitch. So Jaime, he gets picked up by his family at the airport. They take him home, and he eats some tacos, and then basically he learns from his family like they're gonna lose the house. So Jaime has to get a job, and I don't even know if the sister has a job at this point. They don't say. I don't think. I don't remember if they do. So basically, the father either can't work or won't work. And then we have George Lopez's character, one of the worst fucking characters in the movie. I don't know if he's the worst or not. Maybe the grandmother was the worst. I don't know. I mean, the grandmother was just played up as a fucking joke. Like, she's a helpless old granny, but then she's a fucking badass. I mean, no, what is this? What am I watching? I mean, I felt like I was being tortured throughout this entire fucking thing. Alright, so, yeah, anyways, George Lopez's character is some sort of fucking mechanical genius. I mean, we're talking probably on the same level as Ted Cord, because he ends up going to the Blue Beetle cave or whatever later on in the movie, and he can just fucking do anything in that cave. He just, goes right into the computer, no security, whatever. Or maybe there was security, and I think he did say he's gonna hack it. He's gonna hack fucking Ted Cord's computer. Okay, whatever. You're just, you know, I guess the super genius. And, yeah, he won't get a job, apparently, because, I don't know, maybe he doesn't trust the government. That's what it seems like. But, I mean, honestly, he just comes across as lazy. And, yeah. So, anyways, he doesn't work. Um, let's see. The mother doesn't work. Nobody really works in the family except for fucking Jaime and his sister. And oh my god, that scene coming up is cringe as all get out. So, anyways, Jaime says something along the lines of, "Oh, I got a degree in law or some bullshit," and he's like, "It won't be, or in 5 years or something like that. We're gonna have multiple houses with the infinity pool and all that." Cut to that scene from the trailer where Jaime is wearing the sunglasses, staring out over the ocean, and him and his sister are like maids working for this mansion. And yeah, so he's scraping the gum off the bottom of this chair, and his sister is telling him like what to do, and like she takes her gum out and sticks it under the chair right after he got done scraping gum off. And I'm thinking like, what is wrong with this bitch? And after that, they say, I don't know, they talk about some shit. Doesn't really matter. Something about their personal life or whatever. And then she's like, well, I gotta go take me a huge shit. I mean, seriously, it's like she's trying to be crude and disgusting, but like, I don't know, like, it's like she's trying to make someone laugh, but it's not funny. It's fucking gross. Basically, she's like, I deserve a luxury shit. Why can't you use the fucking bathroom you're supposed to? I mean, what's so special about this rich person's bathroom compared to the bathrooms you're supposed to use? I mean, I could understand if it was a porta potty. I mean, no one wants to use that. I mean, that's fucking gross. But, anyways, so she basically tells Jaime to watch the door while she goes and takes her huge shit. And then while Jaime is watching the door, we see Ted Cord's wife, I believe, and Ted Cord's daughter. I think that's what they are. I mean, I know one is his daughter. I can't remember if the other one was his wife. I don't remember. Anyway, so they're arguing about, I don't know, the company or some shit. And Jaime comes out there and he gets involved and he's like, what seems to be the problem? Can I help, can I help you or whatever? And like, he tries to, I don't know, like, be a white knight for the Ted Cord's daughter. Which, by the way, like, Ted Cord's daughter looks like she's 35, maybe 40 years old. And Jaime looks like he's 17, 18. They say he's 22, but, I mean, he doesn't really look it. Anyways, so they get fired because, one, Jaime was sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. And two, the sister comes out bragging about what a huge shit she took. And, then she gets caught, by the fucking, Ted Cord. I'm just going to call her Ted Cord's wife. I don't know if it's her or not, alright? That's just what I'm going to call her. So anyway, after that bullshit, I don't remember exactly what happens. I just remember there was a scene where she offers him a job, she says, I'll see if I can find you a job. So, anyways, Jaime goes home, and then I think he texts her that he has an appointment with her, and then we have this stupid scene. I mean, we're talking really fucking stupid. So, Ted Cord's daughter steals the Blue Beetle, puts it in a big belly burger box, walks down, some stairs and then into an elevator. She's practically almost out the fucking door. But Jaime sees her, runs up, jumps over fucking like elevators and or escalators and shit, and eventually catches up with her. When she should have just kept on walking and talking, walking and talking, and if they had just gotten outside, this scene would have made a lot more sense. But no, they are still in the fucking building, and right, or they stop and talk, and she's holding the big belly burger box with the scarab in it, and basically, the guy in the lab, he noticed the scarab is missing, so he tells them to lock down the building. That means no one should come in or out. No one. And basically, we hear over the speakers like, this is a lockdown or some shit, and she tells Jaime to just leave. So he ends up walking right out the front door, carrying a box and talking to Ted Cord's daughter. No, but actually, two guards. There is two guards. They come right up to both of them, and they don't say shit. I think Ted Cord's daughter, she says something like, "Come with me," and yeah, they don't bother to search Jaime. They just let him go. Anyways, then oh my god, we got another fucking stupid scene right after this one. So he goes home. She tells him, or well, before he goes home, she tells him, "Do not open this. Do guard it with your life." He has no fucking clue what's in this box. I mean, it could be anything. Could be something dangerous. Could be something valuable. I mean, who knows? Anyway, so when he goes home, like, he puts it on the table, and his family's like, "Oh, yeah, I thought you went to go get a job, not a burger." And then, like, he tells his family, like, she gave it to me. It's important, and not to open it. And then, like, after that, they all start chanting in Spanish, "Open it." And then he's like, all right, I want to open it. He opens it and looks at it, and they can see it looks like some sort of alien tech or whatever. Then the sister grabs it, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing? Put that back." And she's like, "Oh, she said not for you to touch it, but I can touch it." And then they start playing with it like it's like a hot potato kind of thing. And then after that, they toss it back to Jaime, and that's when it fucking comes alive. Sorry, I've been talking a lot. My voice is going hoarse. Anyway, so it comes alive, and it crawls all over his body, and then up his ass. So like, that's another joke right there. Ha ha ha. You know, I mean, it's so funny that it went up his ass. Ooh, and then, I mean, I can't even remember like all the fucking details of this movie. Basically, they're screaming and it's obnoxious. What else? Fuck. Sorry, I need to take my medicine for this. I mean, I am literally just like, I need a Xanax. Fuck. I mean, where the fuck is my medicine? Man, this movie, it took a toll on me. I feel like a part of my soul is now gone from watching this thing. I mean, seriously, I have so many things on this list. There's like, Iron Man ripoff music, Black Panther death scene, Blue Beetle has a Gatling gun, and I'm not talking about this Blue Beetle. I'm talking about fucking, the Ted Cord. Makes no sense. Which I want to mention that Ted Cord, or not Ted, I mean, whatever. We should have got him as a Blue Beetle first. Because they show a scene, like, just like a little clip of the original Blue Beetle. You really can't make it out real well because it's almost like, the original, like, and that's another thing. It's almost like that scene from the first Ant-Man where we get glimpses of, you know, Hank Pym as the Ant-Man, and so basically, I was thinking, why didn't we get like a Ted Kord movie, and then eventually come down like to Jaime or whatever? I mean, why did we start here? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would have been so much cooler to see a maybe more, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe like a more campy version of Batman or something. I mean, I'm not the biggest Blue Beetle fan. So like, I mean, I know that he is something like Batman, as they say in the movies, because the famous, oh, Batman's a fascist line, you know, that's that's what George Lopez says. He says something along the lines of Blue Beetle was like Batman, but Batman was a fascist, or Batman is a fascist, or something, which to me made no fucking sense. I don't know why he called Batman a fascist. Maybe because he's white. I mean, again, another white character that this movie seems to fucking hate. The main villain, white. The main villain's, what do you call it? Henchman. He's Mexican, and guess what? He turns out to be a good guy. Did you see that coming? I did. I mean, there are so many scenes in this movie that just, it really just drives you crazy. Like I said, I mean, I don't even remember where I left off. Yeah, he transforms into Blue Beetle, fucking flies around for a while, and then we see through his eyes, and they fucking do almost like an Iron Man kind of scene thing where, like, we see, like, his face in the mask. Why? 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 Whatever. Anyway, I mean, I am just so disappointed in James Gunn. I don't know if he had any kind of fucking, like if he wrote any of this or signed off on any of this, but I mean, I am disappointed as hell. Let's see. What else we got on our list here? Yeah, I put in this movie as a ripoff of other movies. They got like a fucking Matrix scene. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, yeah. There's tons of what you call it, like fart jokes and stuff. Yeah, if you like fart jokes, you'll like this movie, because there's a scene towards the end where the Blue Beetle spacecraft thing. It looks like a knockoff of Archie from The Watchmen. Yeah, so basically, it's a Blue Beetle spacecraft that it somehow farts on the enemy. Yeah, you heard me. It farts a blue cloud on the enemy. No one laughed. It is painful. Oh yeah, here's another one. Jaime won't kill for no reason. There is no reason in this movie that it. I mean, they don't give you like like. Okay, take for instance Batman. Batman. Batman doesn't kill because his parents were killed. So what about Jaime? Why doesn't he kill? I mean, we don't know. Doesn't say. I mean, he was gonna kill the guy at the end, but the Blue Beetle stopped him, which makes very little sense because, I mean, yeah, there was a scene at the beginning, or not at the beginning, but kind of the middle-ish when he fights the main henchman for the first time, and he gets his ass beat, and then he eventually overpowers the villain and stops him, and the Blue Beetle suit is like, okay, let's kill him. And, Jaime's like, oh no, don't do it. Don't kill him. I don't want to kill him. And then, that's when, after he's like fighting with his suit, the main henchman gets back up and then just knocks the crap out of Jaime. And, you know, so basically he ends up having to get saved by his uncle, George Lopez. Um, then, when they go to, Ted Kord's house. Oh my God. This line in the movie, it was so stupid. Literally, just stupid, stupid, stupid. There is a line in this movie where they they said they're gonna go, or well, Jaime, Ted Kord's daughter, and George Lopez. They said they'll hide out at Ted Kord's house. It's the one place they'll never think to find us. Are you fucking kidding me? The one place they'll never think to find you. Ted Kord's house. I mean, his wife or whoever, wouldn't. Why wouldn't they check Ted Kord's house? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. To me, that would be like, I don't know, like one of the areas they would definitely check because, there might be some tech there, or, I mean, it is kind of or connected to the daughter, so yeah. To me that is just stupid. That'd be like me saying, like, oh, no one will think to find me at my brother's house, you know. Anyway, so there's that. What else we got here? Uh, oh yeah, they never explained why the Scarab chose Jaime. Yeah, that is a weird one. I don't know why they don't, say why why it chose him. Just basically it chose him, you know. Uh, I got white people are racist. Apparently, everyone in this movie who was white is evil. Uh, the main henchman, he looks like a discount Danny Trejo. Sounds like him too. Uh, they do the supervillain with the same powers trope. Um, the family is annoying. Yeah, I kind of already talked about that. Um, I think I mentioned. I've talked about a lot. Um, but yeah, like I think I mentioned that where he brings the fucking scarab back to the house, and then like his sister takes it out of the fucking box, and then it crawls up his ass, and he turns into the Blue Beetle, which that's another reference to like Venom, because why is it these parasites have to go up your ass? Seriously, there are so many, like, if you know the references, you can see that they just ripped off every fucking movie they could. From The Matrix to Venom to Iron Man to what else do we have here? Maybe Guardians, Batman. Just seriously, just there's so many, you know, things in this movie that are they're just rip-offs. What else we got? Oh yeah, not one funny moment in this movie. There was not one scene that I laughed at. Not one. It was, I mean, I think I heard one person laugh once, but I never did. I was just in torture. I was just like, I was tortured, watching this thing. Like, I was like, make it end. Okay. But yeah, I talked about this one. We should have got a Blue Beetle with Ted Kord. That would have been much cooler. Um, okay. Here's another, another little, Mexicans are good moment or whatever. Um, in the movie, the main villain, Ted Kord's wife or whoever, um, she has a Mexican assistant. Did I say that right? And anyway, the guy's been working for God knows how long, and right at the or well, not at the very end, but pretty close. There's a scene where, like, they have to, I guess, kill and drain the scarab, or they have to kill Jaime and drain the scarab to power all the other knockoff scarabs. Again, an Ant-Man reference, sort of like, how they wanted the suit to make like the Wasp army or whatever. Or was no, it was a Yellow Jacket. My bad, the Yellow Jacket army. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, and the Mexican assistant, he, basically, I don't know, just out of nowhere, he's like, I don't think we can do this, I don't feel right about this. And then, basically, I think or I think he freed him. I don't remember exactly what happened. I just know that he did something. He turned against, the woman, and then, he or Ted Kord's wife or whatever, and so we see him like get killed by the knockoff Danny Trejo. Um, let's see. Um, oh yeah, the villain looks stupid. I mean, I don't even know how to describe what he looked like. Kind of, I don't know, like kind of like a Power Rangers villain or something, or maybe a Beetleborg or something. I don't know what the hell I would say he looked like, but it was really dumb. Oh, I know what he looked like. He looked like one of those fucking things from Iron Man 2. Yeah, he looked like Whiplash in his final form. That's what he looked like. Yeah, imagine Whiplash, but he had like spikes on his back or something, or wings or something, something like that. I don't know. It was stupid. Uh, oh yeah, here's a good one. Well, yeah, I guess it's pretty good. Where is Ted Kord? In this movie, they don't say what the fuck happened to him. I think they just said something about he disappeared or something. It was like some Batwoman shit, when they talk about Bruce Wayne just like, disappearing. Well, this is like that, a lot like that, where basically they don't know what to do with Ted Kord, so all they do is like leave it a mystery. They just say, you know, oh, we don't know what happened to Ted Kord. He disappeared. Oh well. Um, Here's one. Everyone in Jaime's family can use Blue Beetle tech. Well, how about that? Isn't that interesting that, these people who, they're just normal Mexican people, can fucking use a Gatling gun, or I should say, like a sci-fi Gatling gun, and then some kind of Blue Beetle shield fist thing. Um, I don't know. I think there was some other kind of gun, but we don't ever see it fired. Um, let's see. Blue Beetle has a chance to stop the villain, but doesn't. Yeah, and that happens twice, I think. And yeah, that's I think pretty much everything I had on my list. Um, let's see. Let me double check. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think probably the most annoying thing was just like how they tried to make the grandmother as like some sort of fucking badass. I mean, it. Oh God, like it hurts when I think about it. Ugh. It's like that fucking stupid scene in what you call it, Jack and Jill when I mean, it even looks like the same old woman. I'm almost like 99% sure it is the same woman. But yeah, they fucking like I don't know, like they. I guess she wasn't a badass in Jack and Jill, but I mean, I just don't know how else to put it. I mean, it was supposed to be a joke, I guess. I mean, but I don't know what's funny about an old woman who is suddenly a badass. Is that like something maybe a little kid would laugh at or something? I don't know. I hated that. I hated the fact that George Lopez was some sort of genius and he didn't help his family. He had a very expensive truck that he fixed up, but they were gonna lose the house, so I guess fuck it, Yeah, they play fucking what you call it? I think it was like Motley Crue or something. Uh, Kickstart My Heart or something like that. Yeah, like oh yeah, that's another thing. The Jaime's family or whatever, they don't have a problem with killing people, but for some reason Jaime does. That's another reason that I was like, why isn't Jaime killing people if his family will? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, the guy that the main henchman, the Danny Trejo look-alike or whatever, I mean, he should have killed him. I mean, the guy, he was basically nothing but a fucking like cyborg with no memories. Oh, I'm glad I remembered that because that makes no sense too. There is a scene in the movie where we see the main henchman, who is a cyborg or whatever, and he's apparently had all his memories erased or whatever of his family, and he carries around a like a kind of like a a locket with a picture of him and his mom when they were like real young, and I'm thinking, okay, this guy doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know who his mother is until the scarab unlocks his memories at the very end. So then why is he holding on to this locket? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't know. I just, like I said, this movie is stupid. It makes no sense. I hate it. I mean, they should have really went with a fucking Ted Kord movie first, and then, because I mean, I don't get it. I mean, you could have had like Batman and Ted Kord meet or something. I mean, because it's always cool like when two characters meet that are basically the same. Like Green Arrow and Batman, when they meet, it's always interesting because they're basically the same character. It's kind of cool to see how like some characters might differ from the other. I mean, how cool would it have been to see Ted Kord use his grappling hook and shit instead of this fucking cyber suit bullshit that's like part Venom, part Iron Man, and yeah, there's just so many stupid things about this movie, and there's so many things that they could have done. Whew. Alright. I mean, I gotta fucking watch something else. I gotta either, I don't know, play a game or, I don't know, I gotta get this shit out of my brain. I mean, my stress is so high. That is why, like, I sound this way. Like, even after taking my medicine, like, I am stressed the fuck out over this movie. It is bad. So bad. And like I said, when I watched Barbie for the first time, it didn't do this to me. I saw Barbie and, I felt bad at the end of the movie for Ken, but I didn't feel like this. I don't think any movie has ever done this to me, like, because you have this thing that could have been awesome, but I don't know what the fuck you did with it. It's like seeing, I don't know, like someone take, like, I don't know, like a, let's say someone, like, okay, they took the Blue Beetle and then brainwashed him and made him do a bunch of fucking gross stuff, or, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to fucking even, I don't know how to fucking describe what I feel, or, like, I don't know, man. It's too much. It's too much. Okay. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my review of this movie. Um, I know I kind of like I was a little all over the place. I didn't want to have to go scene by scene, because I mean, honestly, the first half of the movie, I mean, the whole fucking movie's bad, but the first half is really bad, and then it gets a little less bad, and then it gets, I think, maybe worse at the end. I mean, yeah, like I cannot stand. I couldn't stand the sister. I think she had to have been the most annoying character. I mean, she just was a bitch all the time. Uh, yeah. Jaime, I mean, there was nothing about him that I found to be likable. What do you call it, like, connect with his character. I didn't feel like, he, what do you call it, like, spoke to me. You know, there wasn't a moment where I was like, oh, you know, I feel for this character, or, you know, I know what that's like. I mean, yeah, I've been poor pretty much all my life. I mean, growing up, you know, we didn't have air conditioner for the longest time. And, yeah, I still, I didn't, you know, fucking, what do you call it, connect with this character. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. At the end of the movie, they talk about, like, oh, what are we gonna do? Our house is burned down, you know, and they, you know, they act like they can't, you know, rebuild or whatever. So, you know, like, basically all you have to do is ask the billionaire that you're friends with throughout the entire movie, Ted Kord's daughter. I mean, or hell, they could have moved into Ted Kord's mansion. I mean, seriously, there are so many things in this movie that make you scream, like, why are you doing this? Why won't you do this? I mean, I don't know. Stupid. It's all stupid. I hate it. I hate this movie. I really do. And like I said, I haven't felt this way probably about a movie ever. I mean, this is probably, honestly, this might be worse than Captain Marvel. I, I think it might be. This has been trying. Very, very trying. I mean, The Flash was better than this. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of what would, you know, come close to this, like, how bad this was. And I can't think of anything. I really can't. I mean, I know I saw, like, little bits of the, like, well, okay. It might be as bad as the later seasons of The Flash. Like, you know, Flash season 8 or whatever it was. Whenever they had, like, the PlayStation 1 graphics and that annoying little black kid and, yeah, Godspeed and the lightsabers and just, oh, God, I don't even want to think about that. Ugh. Anyways, guys, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, don't go see this movie. Whatever you do, save your money, watch it online.